So where are we on the 50 years of gear? Well, I'll tell you. I'm up to music production centres and samplers. In total 4 I've had, I think, as far as I can remember, over the years. The first one, the Korg EM1. Quite a cute little box. But, well, I'll start with the good points. It's got some really hefty sounds. It may look kind of a little bit toyish, but it's got a lot of depth and a lot of beefy drums and some really great sounds. But to write a song on it seemed to be impossible. There was a way of programming the patterns together, but I could never work it out how to do it properly. And I like to get things done fast, and this thing seemed to be slow, like a lot of them are if you don't totally understand it. It was great for one beat. If you just had one beat going, it sounded great, but you couldn't do a lot more with it. As I say, writing a song on it just didn't seem possible, which is what I want to do. Moving on, I then got the MPC 1000. Well, now, that's the dream machine. If you've ever owned one, you know what I'm talking about. MPC 1000s, they still sell today for £300, £350. For the size of the machine itself, it's incredible what it could do. It never flipped out, it never went wrong. You could just put as many samples in as you wanted to and it could cope. I think I had one song that had 93 samples. Took me about 3 years to finish it. It just got ridiculous because I'd sampled all the vocals as well, and it was a nightmare. I kept working on it and then thinking, no, this is just impossible to do, but I did finally finish it. And the song's called Mole Man, and you can find it on my Bandcamp page. Mole Man and what was the other song? Chickens. There you go. Mole Man and Chickens. In fact, I had 2 for a while. One I could work on at home and then take the flash card to the one in the office and work on the one in the office when I didn't have any work to do. More recently, I'd skipped a few music production centres for keyboards, as you can see in other videos, but I most recently got, was it last year, year before, a Roland MC101, which is like an MPC 1000 wannabe. When I looked at it, researched it, which I always do with these things a lot, watch a lot of videos and think, does it really do what I want it to do? So the MC101, it looked, it kind of good. Again, fantastic sounds, so 4,000 sounds in it, punched above its weight and look so small, about the size of an old videotape cassette. But again, to write a song on it just seemed kind of impossible. If you had the time and you were 20 years old, then you could probably do it. But I don't have the patience for that anymore. I want to get the song done. And if I get ideas, I want to get ideas down quickly before I forget. I can't write anything down. Even if I do write something down, a few days later, it makes no sense. A bit like a shopping list. So that had to go as well. Now, before all of those, I had an Akai S950. Great big heavy flipping thing, size of a old video player machine, and super heavy. But that was my first introduction to sampling, and it was fantastic. Suddenly you could just do so much stuff. I just learnt this stuff from bands like Public Enemy, and the Young Gods were using samplers, and what they were doing with them was fantastic. Guitar lines, drum beats, loops. They can go backwards. You could lower the tone of them, lowering the tone, lower the pitch of all the instruments, the snare drum, I mean, it just opened up fantastic possibilities to people like myself who don't understand music, can't write music, or know one chord from the next. The S950 actually had a floppy disk drive. Shows you how old it is. You couldn't get a lot on there, but it did enough. The Akai S950, I linked it up to the RX11, played the samples in the S950 via the RX11. Then when I went into the studio to make an album called Songs of Mass Destruction, not Annie Lennox, Devoid was the name of the band, I linked it up to the studio's S1000, which was the next one out from the 950, and we had a lot of fun with it, linking up the three machines, the RX11, 950 and the S1000. Indeed, made a right noise. So that's that. Music Production Centres. What's next? I don't know, I can't say. Anyway, I'll get round to that one day.